Jak się masz? It's good to be back on the local tracks. Today we are not far from Combe. We are back in Heddon's Valley, and what we're gonna check today is a little circular footpath going on the right hand of the Heddon's mouth. We'll see if it's worth it or not. I mean, the views will be probably beautiful. We'll see how it looks like, and as far as I remember, there should be a place where Roman fortlet, if I could remember, was located at some point. We'll see if we will be able to locate it, and that's it. We just spending nice day out again. Right now we're climbing up. The Heddon's river is down there. There was a different footpath to go down to the Heddon's Mouth beach. I hope we can manage to find the way without a map. Should be, it's all National Trust grounds, so it should have a pretty decent signs everywhere, so you know where to go. Well, after a 5-minute walk, we are already quite high up. Roughly, I would say in the middle of the way up. It's a beautiful wild woodland, but believe me, there is a hotel just above us. There is a quite sizable hotel located somewhere on those hills. Another 5 minutes up the footpath, and we are already in a clearing. You can see the footpath, southwest coast path, going on the other side of the Heddon's Mouth. We've been there, and the crazy footpath going down the slope. That's where we went with Kitty on one of the first Polish explorer trips. And you can see a little bit of Heddon's Mouth in there. That footpath seems to be shooting somewhere to the right, because we got another gully cut in a mountain. So we'll see where it's gonna take us now, because I remember being there on the tip of the Heddon's Mouth. I do remember seeing two footpaths going up, but so far it looks like we're not on one of those. So I guess perhaps in a second will be a good time to check on the map if we're going good, and actually where we're going, because I just started walking. The only sign I could see was Woody Bay, 2.5 miles, and that's it. I didn't really check the map or anything. I mean, you cannot get lost in a worst case scenario. You can just come back the same way you came in. So, well, let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is just a little turning, little detour, allowing the footpath to go relatively flat. Otherwise it would have to go down that valley and then up again, and here we are going back towards the Heddon mouth, and looks like after all that will be the footpath I was able to see from the other side. I mean, look at that. We just came from there, around the gully or the valley, whatever you want to call it, Combe as they call it here in Devon. So yeah, exactly as I expected, we are at that top footpath. I can already see the rocks down behind me. I can see the rocks I was filming from last time. And here, down there, is a Heddon's mouth, the river Heddon, and a beautiful beach. Not a sandy beach as a majority of them here in Devon, but still very, very beautiful and worth to come. We are slowly closing on the peak, on the top of the hill, and that will probably be the time to take a first break, and then we'll see what's going on around. It's quite quiet. I'm actually surprised. So far I only pass 2 couples of walkers, and that's it, which is quite unusual for this area, because it's after all, it's quite popular destination. A lot of people coming here, a lot of people discover that place, but I guess majority goes just down to where the water is. What you can see right now at the bottom is the part of the southwest coast path, the bottom footpath. That's where it goes, right under, all the way to those rocks. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of the coastline. Unfortunately, is inaccessible only by the boat or kayak, which is a shame really, because there is a beautiful arch down there I spotted on my last trip. It would be absolutely amazing to get down there and see it close. What I have just realized, this footpath is not only fantastic for walking, but also it's a pretty beautiful cycling track, because it is flat. It's not going very steep up, even if, well, with your e-bike it's not a problem at all these days. And Yes, it doesn't have any steps, any stones sticking up. It's a fantastic bike trip place. Probably not all of it, but this particular one, it's not very rough. As you can see behind me, it's well maintained, quite wide actually. You could even ride a quad in here, and yeah, absolutely bike worthy. And we're coming to another spot, another beauty spot, another group of rocks that goes down under. We'll go somewhere up. We'll see if it's possible to offshoot somewhere to be on those rocks. I guess if any explorer was here before me, maybe they did try, and there is something like a little footpath already made in the grass. You can see in here quite good how is that footpath actually maintained. There is a retaining wall built pretty much all along, majority of it, in order to make it wide and flat enough, because we are on a big slope. We are pretty much above those rocks. As you can see, I can see anywhere to enter and go down there, but you never know. And here is another beautiful viewpoint. Yeah, that will be quite difficult to get down there because of the brambles. And yeah, the slope is so steep, you can see the naked scree already in here. But you got absolutely beautiful view of the arch I was telling about. The arch, and further you can see the Lee Bay with the Lee Abbey estate and the Valley of the Rocks. Which means that in 2, maybe 3 minutes time we will be crossing the Hollow Brook, which is the highest English step waterfall, and is located just in that gully in front of us. I can already hear the water. after a little break in that pretty beauty spot, you got a bench, you can sit and you can enjoy the view, especially that beautiful arch we cannot reach. We are going to see how the Hollow Brook waterfall looks like at the higher level. You can go back to one of my previous videos from the area, and we did walk at the bottom path. Perhaps this is the way we're gonna come back home today, but if there is no other path, obviously going over the top. But yeah, I guess there will be something new to film. There always is. I mean, so many places in here is worth to come back every year because the coastline changes constantly. Not long time ago, right in front of Ilfracombe, I was on a Hillsborough, and as you know from my videos, the abandoned Victorian footpath going down to the beach where the window cave is, that one collapsed, and there is only quarter of it left. It used to be you could go half a way down, still could go, although it was collapsing. Right now another quarter of the footpath went down, so yeah, it's worth every now and then go and visit old places because there may be something new. Okay, so the great news is we didn't have to dip our feet, because the bad news is the Hollow Brook probably goes under the footpath. I could hear a lot of water going down. However, I couldn't see any river, stream or whatever Hollow Brook is classed as. I couldn't see any water going here, so that can be probably only admired from the bottom footpath, and the top footpath goes over it. In that case, I guess our way back will be at the bottom footpath again, so you will have a chance to see it again. Heddon's mouth, in Heddon's valley, the sign did say 2.5 miles to the woody bay, and I think we are pretty much halfway into our walk. That means soon we will be popping up on the road, and then we just have to swap the footpaths. I haven't been here before, so I cannot really say how it looks like, but I guess we will find something interesting. There is a footpath, yeah, but that's probably made by animals, and yeah, we won't be able to go there. Too many gorses and ferns, and you cannot really see what you step on, so it may be dangerous to take a shortcut. Yes, by the look of it, we are already behind the Hollow Brook. Hollow Brook is down there. So, as I told you before, that footpath is beautiful for bikes or e-bikes, and I wasn't mistaken. During my break I already have 4 bikes passing me, and every now and then I can see a lot of tire prints in the soil, just like here. So yes, I guess it's a beautiful trip you can take from Heddon's mouth all the way to Valley of the Rock and Linton and Lynmouth. It's so quiet and peaceful in here. Unfortunately, we are every now and then coming into the sort of like woodland, and there is not a lot of views at this point. Not a lot of views of the ocean. I guess that road will pop us somewhere at the top of the road going down to Woody Bay. A little back road that goes from Woody Bay train station down to Woody Bay, and then further through the Liabi estate into the Valley of the Rocks. So we will end up somewhere on that road, I guess. We came to the crossroad of our nice, beautiful road with some kind of footpath going somewhere. So I guess we will abandon our main road, because I'm pretty sure I know where it takes us, and we right now going down this steep footpath, which either takes us in a new place, or will be just a shortcut down to the lower path going back to Heddon's Valley. Have to be careful because it's very lot of clay in here, and we did have some rains recently, so everything is wet and slick. There are quite interesting places on that footpath, like here for example. I can see people slide a lot in here. The problem was mainly caused by this tree that collapsed. Tiny footpath helped us to save about half a kilometer, maybe slightly more, and we are already in the road going down to a ringy peak. A ringy peak, and behind ringy peak we got entrance to the second footpath. That is, by the way, a road going down all the way down to Woody Bay. So that bit from now, everything we will see will be familiar already from the previous movie, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, there is always something interesting to see. And here is exactly when we enter the second lower footpath. We know that place from the previous trip, and it's time to go back to the car and go home. But I'm pretty sure there will be still plenty of beautiful views on the way back. Speaking of the views, that's just one of it. The camera doesn't really give it. Everything looks so small, but what you can actually see, it's a beautiful view. Everything is bigger, way bigger. You can see a woody bay. Woody bay at the bottom, and then we have a lee bay, and then after it is the Valley of the Rocks, and then the last one is pretty much Lynmouth Harbour, and I can see the lighthouse on the Foreland Point. Oh, I didn't see those fellas for a long time. It's quite common view in Polish forests. In a season there is like plenty of them. Here you can see every now and then one poor creature that usually turn on its back and trying to crawl somewhere home. Yeah, the nice bluish. Oh, poor thing. Come on, man. Grab some stick. Okay. Let's leave the nature for the nature. Carry on. As that footpath gets crazier and crazier and start descending down, that is, as far as I remember, clear sign we are approaching the Hollow Brook waterfall. It is a nice walk during the summer because, as you can see, you got a beautiful shade in this place right after you climb the hill, which is a great relief. Doesn't matter today really, because the day is not like super sunny anyway. But oh yeah, it's a beautiful footpath. Reminds me a little bit of the footpath near Watersmith in Lynmouth. And yeah, you can see already the scree on the other side. Oh, we are... It doesn't look like from the top, but now I can see that the second footpath is quite high up there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, the footpath, second footpath we just came from about half an hour ago, it's almost at the top. Doesn't look like that from the top. This one does not look this low. So yeah, we are pretty much like in midway down the cliff. Really shame there is no way into that arch. One day I have to investigate. Perhaps you can jump over the rocks from Woody Bay. nice rocks. We're just going under. I mean, that place is full of it. I mean, the valley of the rocks itself is beautiful. And here we are, right on a waterfall. We didn't have significant rain so far in a year. It was relatively dry and nice summer. This is why the Hollow Brook waterfall is not very big. As you can see, it's actually quite pathetic and small. It was more water when we came here last time, I remember, but still you cannot deny the fact this is actually the highest waterfall in UK, sorry, not in England. Cascading waterfall, obviously, it's not Niagara Fall. Alright. We will definitely have to come here one day in the winter after significant rains, and we'll see how much difference does it make. And I'm pretty sure it will be quite different then. Well, that footpath is definitely completely different than the top road, you can almost say. That one is a constant reminder that you are in a dangerous area. Actually, when you see the scree below, that means the stones keep on going and going here constantly. And here we are, right where the arch is. It would be actually a very beautiful area to explore if only there was possible to go in there. Just another reminder that the scree can go down constantly. If not scree, then the rocks. And we are right now on the Heddon mouth side. Pretty much. It's very windy, and now I can understand why my drone was losing battery so much. I couldn't feel anything up there, but here the wind is actually very strong and constant. because it's getting quite cold in here. With every cloud, the wind is strong enough to make it quite cold. But alright, this is the last stretch before we start getting into the Heddon's mouth valley, and you can see pretty much lots of beautiful rocks, also inaccessible even from the Heddon's mouth side. That was a walk over a little circular path going from Heddon's Valley back to Heddon's Valley. Pretty much you start next to Hunter's Inn and it finishes in Hunter's Inn. Beautiful 2-hour walk. I mean, with me filming and stopping every now and then, it's probably slightly longer, but I would estimate it's about 2 hours. You can do it walking all the way around. Not very challenging, relatively flat. There is only few inclines that are not very big, and yeah, beautiful place. If you don't know what to do in the afternoon with yourself when you're on holidays in Devon, I highly recommend that. It's better than watching the TV. So from that point I would like to say see you next time on another exploration. Don't forget to subscribe if you want my channel to develop and progress. Please subscribe and you will be informed about next movie coming. It costs nothing, and like I said, it helps me and my channel to grow bigger and bigger. I see you on another exploration. High five!